coming into the Peace Corps, or at least the way it was for me, it was really sort of a plunge. You just didn't know what you were getting yourself into.
What? Well, you mean the below? Little further above those next.
I can't exactly remember why I came in. I used to have a pet answer, but I forgot it.
A little higher than that, to the left. Oh, you mean the green one? Looking. That green bag. One bag? No, that big blue one. Blue one. Is that all here? Yes, it's all. Okay.
I don't know, I had been more or less trying to settle down, but then still having a certain amount of restlessness. I don't know, I had this idea that there was something that I could do.
It was the possibility of doing something that was really your own.
If I didn't do it now, it would be a question of just keeping on saying, if I had, which is no way to really go through life.
We had taken, it's about a 24-hour trip, I guess, across, and I don't think any of us slept very much. And we got to Bombay. It was the monsoon, the hottest, stickiest, heaviest air I've ever felt. And I couldn't help thinking, my gosh, is this what it's going to be like? Really, as an American, well, even just average means, you're very fortunate. You're just born lucky, actually. The education you have, you're expected to get. You know, it's not something you even got to struggle for, really. And there was a chance to make some practical use of what I'd sort of lucked into all my life.
I remember when we first heard about Brimley in training, a Peace Corps rep told us that this was a dying town and that he was sending 2 volunteers here to put life in a dying town. Good morning, gentlemen. What do you have first period?
English.
English? Who's your teacher?
Leon Sabat.
Subarao. Subarao.
Aha, Mr. Subarao has come. That's why they know him. The voice of authority has showed up.
go in every morning and read it as usual in about 4 languages, Telugu, Hindi, Sanskrit, and English. Most of them have expected us to be visiting education experts. You spend quite some time convincing them that you're a recent college graduate who wanted to see the world and put into action some of the ideas that he had had for quite some time, and you are not a visiting education expert whatsoever, or for that matter, a visiting expert on anything. I remember my first 3 weeks here, Sam and I used to come back together and we were almost ecstatic about it. Oh, this is a great opportunity, Look at the things we can do. And the letdown is not immediate, it is not all at once, but it is a gradual, slow, day-by-day realization that in order to get anything done at all, you are going to have to bow down to the system slightly, to play within it.
I taught my first class before the headmaster, a group of students who couldn't understand me at all, and about half the teachers in the school who thought that I was an expert on education. It was the first classroom I'd ever stood up and taught in front of. First class I'd ever taught. I'd never had any practice teaching, really no educational theory, no nothing. And so I started teaching. And really it sounds worse than it was, because, I mean, I was there and I had something I wanted to say, and, I kind of taught it.
Okay, this point here is starting point, okay.
On-site point is
It goes from here.
And then, it slowly dawns on you that that's not teaching.
Represent only
Maybe you can lecture it like that if you're teaching in college or something. But in high school, you just got to assume that you're dealing with people who you've got to make learn. You take a kid who can't even seem to grasp the conception of what volume is, something like that. Who can just never get it straight. That if you multiply a length times a length times a length, you get something, a space, a volume. All you have to do is go out to one of the villages and just see the whole atmosphere of it. It's just so utterly foreign to the kind of little obscurities you're trying to teach them in science. It's a wonder that they can even be forced to sit in the class.
लाल की वाड़ी जो मारी साथन कातर माँ कोयल बोले काकियाँ मिलसी भाभ्याँ मिलसी साथन मिलबो कोयण होवे माँ पाणियों जाती घड़ों जाती बाता